Merrick is a motherfucking bonus unit. Illuminati confirmed. Fuck. Well, I couldn't actually think of any topic in particular to talk about today. And then it occurred to me that when I watch YouTube videos, I really like listening to people tell stories, usually. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to tell you guys how I spent my Halloween weekend, essentially. It was pretty busy. And then let me just start from the beginning. So Saturday, me and the family went to a Halloween party. And obviously there's plenty of drinking to be had. We did a little bit of trick-or-treating because there's like an event or two that Saturday. It was really cool. We went to this one complex where a bunch of stores and whatnot were also dressed up, handing out candy and stuff. It was all in like one building. Hard to describe, but there was a live band playing, and then they actually did something super cool. They started playing Michael Jackson's Thriller, and a flash mob came out of nowhere. Well, not necessarily nowhere, but everybody that was dressed up as a zombie shuffled onto the stage and started doing, like, a really fucking awesome dance. And it actually happened to be the dance studio that was part of that complex in the area. So they kind of organized that neat little thing. It was actually very interesting to watch, and might I say, though, there was quite a few sexy fucking zombies out there. So we get done with that. We proceed to the party, of course. I bring a shitload of beer. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention my fucking costume. I dressed up as Robin with the silver hair and everything, the whole getup. A bunch of you guys in Discord got to see it. I shared the pictures. It was pretty fucking cool. I didn't make it at all. I bought it. I was actually surprised that it came out as the quality it was. Came from China somewhere. It was about $200. I was actually really impressed with the quality because I'm used to cosplay / costumes, buying them from anywhere being super cheap and pretty much terrible, only being able to wear it once. But I was at the party. We've barely begun to start playing or drinking, and nobody, not a single person throughout the entire, weekend or days that I wore my costume, not a single person recognized me as Robin. So that's a little bit depressing, but also expected. So, however, this one dude that's sitting next to me kind of nudges me, and I guess I give him props for the attempt, but he asked me if I was Magneto. And I was like, I didn't know how to respond. It's so far off the track. Oh, God. Eventually, I stammered out the word no. And I didn't say it facetiously. I wasn't being a dick. I can't expect people to know who the fuck I am, but Magneto, seriously? But no, really, I was just like, no, actually. And then, he was expecting more, and I was kind of wrestling in my own head whether or not I should actually explain what character I am or not. Is it even worth it? Should I go into detail, or should I... And then I just eventually told him, I'm a character named Robin from a game called Fire Emblem. Yeah. And then I kind of left it at that. I knew he wasn't going to know at that point because he fucking called me Magneto. But whatever. And now, here comes the actually cringy part of the story. Is, we've gone down a couple drinks already. The host, which was one of the wife's friends, busts out a game of Jenga. I was like, oh boy, it's about to fucking go down. We're already sloshed, ready to go. And, so I think there's, 5, 6 of us playing, right? Mostly girls. It's me and another guy, so, they start off first. And, they take, all the very safe moves. They take the middle brick out of around, the top middle part of the entire stack. And then it gets to the guy next to me. He goes before me. And he's actually on the exact same wavelength I am. Because he goes ahead and takes out one of the side bricks near the fucking bottom. Oh, man, I like this guy already. Because that's exactly what I was going to do. So I go ahead, and I also take out one of the bottommost bricks out of the stack. And I take one of the dangerous ones that very clearly had a good amount of weight on it. And I managed to get it out with a little bit of issue. It was kind of questionable. I almost lost the goddamn game right out of the gate. But everything turned out fine. So fast forward about 2 entire rounds of play. Because me and Mr. Dickface, and I mean that in the best way possible, because I was very happy he was being as much of a dick as I was. Oh man, the girls were not happy that we were taking out these bottom bricks and shit. And I offered a good excuse for the both of us. I was like, if we don't take out the bottom bricks, this shit's gonna go on for too long, right? So it goes to him. It damn near comes down, and it's like, oh man, I need one more dick move in order to essentially secure the win for myself, because there's no way it's coming back around to me as soon as I can get this brick off. And it has a significant amount of weight on it, and I'm kind of tapping it, I'm jostling it, I'm kind of, you know, working the fingers, giggity, and I'm here comes the cringy part. I'm well and enough drunk, you know, okay, and I can't seem to get it to go, and at this point I'm too far down the rabbit hole to go back, and I don't really want to pussy out and go with the safe move, right? So I pretend I'm doing a critical cut in, and I shout, "It's time to balance the scales!" And I rip that fucking brick out, kind of like how you see the magic trick where they, you know, just pull the tablecloth from underneath all the utensils and shit super quick. Whoosh! There it goes. I pull it out, and the damn stack fucking wobbles, and time itself fucking slowed before my very eyes, and the damn thing teeter-totters back and forth a little bit before it actually settles down. But if you've ever played Jenga, I'm not out of the fucking woods yet. I gotta put the damn brick on top, too. And that was not nearly as bad, but it was my pulse was racing at that point. I was not very subtle. I was kind of shaking. Adrenaline was going, but I did manage to stick the brick on top, luckily. Long story short, I like 2 or 3 moves afterward, that person lost, but that was just kind of the goofy little thing I wanted to mention. Now, Tuesday I dressed up as Robin yet again. We walk around the neighborhood, you know, trick or treat with the kiddo. Nothing too eventful happened other than the fact that a couple of the houses we went to were actually giving away entire candy bars instead of the fun-sized bullshit we're all used to. And I was kind of even surprised at myself that even as an adult, I'm still impressed that people are giving out full-size candy bars. So my inner child kind of came out at that point. Long story short, we end up, you know, packing it in, you know, everybody's legs are tired or whatever. So I stay behind and pass out candy, and I actually have spooky music playing. The wife told me to play spooky music, and it wasn't exactly spooky. Told me not to play video game music, but I did anyway. But it turned out to be spooky enough that she couldn't tell. It was Glory and Ruin from Fire Emblem Fates, which I might just actually have played during this video. You know what? That's probably a good idea. So you'll be listening to that. I was playing that music, and every time somebody came close, I would switch the music very subtly to Lost King's Supper, which is the music that plays when you attack Garen for some fucking reason in that one map. It sounds absolutely horrifying. It's like, oh god, what are you doing? No! And we had a cool little gimmick with our little candy thing. I would just tell people to go ahead and grab a couple pieces of candy, right? And we had a motion sensor rattlesnake right next to, you know, the pot and everything. And it actually scared a shitload of kids and a lot of adults, surprisingly. So, like, when somebody would reach for some candy, it would trip the motion sensor, and the rattlesnake would contract and its head would come down, and it would come down perfectly, so it would, like, bite on top of their hand. It was beautiful. We had this, the most notable was, we had this one kid that came by, a little bit older, a toddler, couldn't talk yet. He reached in for some candy, and the rattlesnake came down on his hand, right? And he jumped, obviously, except the kid got super pissed. Like, he started smacking the fucking snake, and then, you know, his mom came up to stop him. Okay, let's go. And before the kid got pulled away, he spit at it. I was like, holy shit, this fucking kid. And even worse, the fucking mom smacked him right in front of me. I was like, oh shit, goddamn. This family's fucking savage, dude. So I had to go fucking wipe off the damn snake, but yeah, it was really fun. I really hope you enjoyed the stories that I told. Maybe I'll do it again in the future. Let me know in the comments if you want to, you know, have me do it again. I'll have to think of stories, obviously, but yeah.